Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Illinois head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense will go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. At over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on second down. Caught, it's Flanagan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Searching for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes a man miss. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the game
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for space, it's key. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Run ends there.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Under pressure. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's key. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. And he gets rid of it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Drops back on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Long way to go on second down. Keeps it moving, it's key. All over him immediately.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
On third down, he drops to throw. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Staying in that aggressive mindset on 4th down, they'll try to convert for the 3rd time. Needs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Well, after that opening pick six, really good focus here to get in position to tie it up. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force a field goal attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Roberts. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Ducks want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brewer. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown! cooped up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone, inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that, but the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They're going to ride this running back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick game. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. Finds his target. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rushes on. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hits inside. It's key. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. It's It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get into play immediately.
He's got it. Illinois uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Takes the handoff. It's Key. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Driving forward, it's Key. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Turns into the pile. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Illini. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Brewer. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Right at the line. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Absolutely perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Drops back. It's Atkins. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch it.
Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. He's changing the play. They'll run it on 4th down. There he goes. The 50, the 40, past the 30, the 20, the inside, touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. From deep, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Brewer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it back to him. He's dropped.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
Makes the grab in their space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Second down to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. That's caught. It's Brewer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. From the red zone, it's Brewer. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and 3. They'll try to get the first through the air. Works the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Dead center perfect. It's our forced to settle for 3.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Hand off from the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Finds a crease. It's key. Taken down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
To the air, it's Atkins. Out wide right, it's Randall. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Rides to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Working the ground game. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Finding a line, I move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it on first down. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Might as well run him again. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. On the return, it's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Right side, it's Flanagan. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And here comes the offense on second down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun. Unleashes one. And the timing just a hair off. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they use a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright, because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throws to the back. Hauls it in. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Extending the play. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Second down, going to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Sells the run, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Moves to his right. Fires on the move. Caught along the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.